You see these people popping in, that means they got that nice little text message from their attendant. Play with your friends, not with KCCA, period. As we continue with today, I would be wrong as a history teacher if I do not do a quick pause for my lesson today and talk about the historic moment that happened here in this country today. I am full of joy, full of happiness, shedded some tears today because we seen a moment in today's history that brings so much hope and optimistic and just love and decency back into this country. Um, we elected, not elected, we swore in our first woman vice president of the United States of America today. It was only 300 years ago that women in this country couldn't even vote. And here we are in the midst of a pandemic. Here we are in the midst of racial justice. Here we are in the midst of a Capitol riot. And you see that democracy, that decency, that hope and love, and what it is truly means to be an American in this country still rises here today. And what I'm getting ready to show you is Vice President Harris getting sworn in into the country. And I want you to really embrace this moment. And I want you to know from this moment that anything that you wanna do in this country is possible. As much as I don't like Drew Brees, he has one of my favorite quotes of all time, which says, you can achieve anything that you are willing to work for. And I think what we captured here today and what you're getting ready to see in this moment is you can truly achieve beyond stereotypes, beyond barriers, beyond bondages and just unjust systems. There's still hope and there's still a future for you to be able to achieve everything in this country that you want to achieve. And so as you watch this video, I want you just to embrace that your vice president looks somewhat like you, no matter if you are a woman, if you are an American, or if you're an African American. This administration, the Biden administration, is going to represent you as a person. And it's just so happy. I definitely shedded some tears because the last 4 years have been tough. We have lost our values and even morals as a country, and everything that I thought that America stood for was in question. But today brought that hope back, and it made me truly remember why we say things like we are proud to be Americans. And so as you watch this moment, I just want you to embrace it and to enjoy it. And that is my good speech of the week. You only get one a week out of me.
What you are all about to be part of America is a historic moment of firsts. To administer the oath to our first African American, our first Asian American, and our first woman vice president, Kamala Harris, it is my great privilege to welcome to the inaugural stage the first Latina to ever serve on the Supreme Court of the United States of America, Justice Sonia Sotomayor.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the oath of office, followed by musical honors.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Kamala Davy Harris, do solemnly swear
I, Kamala Davy Harris, do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
that I will well and faithfully discharge
that I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties of the office on which I am about to enter.
the duties of the office upon which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
All right.
And as Vice President Harris would say, we did it, Joe. I'm going to open up the floor for you guys now. We're going to spend a good 5 minutes on this. I want to know what did this moment mean to you as a student? I know what it means to me as a teacher, but what did this moment mean to you as a student? And let's unpack that. Anybody want to go first?
I go.
Yep.
This moment meant a lot to me because we have somebody who's like up there, like with like some big people, and it's like actually like another person, like you know how it was Obama up there. Now it's
Hmm.
somebody, and it's actually a woman who actually like who like knows what goes on. So it'll be like I feel like it's like gonna be a much better year that we have her up there because like everything's gonna change and it's gonna be a good change and not a bad one.
Absolutely. That's good, Logan. And I also want to widen the scope of the conversation. You don't just have to talk about Vice President Harris. You can talk about, as you guys know, a person that I love dearly, which is Joe Biden as well. Just what his administration, on top of Vice President Harris, and I'm sorry, President Joe Biden. I'm gonna put some respect on his title. Just what that administration is going to mean for you as a student, right? You're getting ready to go to high school. In 4 years, you'll have the opportunity to vote. 4 or 5 years, you have the opportunity to vote. So, what does this mean to you as a scholar? Anybody go? Michael, were you raising your hand? Anybody else want to go? Go, Governor.
Now I'm proud, like somebody with the same ideals, and purpose of Barack Obama is in the, you know what I'm saying, top notch chair. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's something to think about. He was the vice president of Barack Obama, so he could only bring good if you know what I'm saying.
That's good. That's good. He was the vice president of Barack Obama. Anybody else going once, going twice? Going 3 times. And so I hope that you just really take a moment. This is a great time to watch the news. I'm probably, when I get home today, I'm gonna have the news on all day just to soak up and embrace this moment. It is such a beautiful moment for our country, as we are on the pathway to healing. Not only just the soul of this nation, but healing when it comes to injustice, healing when it comes to being in this pandemic, and healing. And I'll be remorse if I didn't let Mr. Kohler and Ms. Klein also give some insight of what Joe Biden and President Joe Biden. I'm sorry, I'm gonna get it by the end of the week. President Joe Biden and Vice President Harris, what this means to them.
I watched it earlier today also. I was just super um emotional. For the first time I felt like our country was unified again, and it just felt normal. It felt like it's kind of like being away from home and all of a sudden returning back. It was kind of watching Kamala Harris get sworn in as a black woman. I mean, it was just remarkable and amazing because I know I've learned that, black women couldn't do anything. We could not vote. We could not do anything whatsoever. So to see that Kamala Harris a place now, like that is just amazing. That is just really awesome. I was just so emo watching it.
Yeah.